Tadej Pogačar and Jonas Vingegaard, two of the best athletes in the world, are going head-to-head in cycling's biggest race, the Tour de France. The rivalry is spicier than ever this year, and both riders have some super hot bikes at their disposal. We're going to take a closer look at those bikes, because as you'd expect, both Cervélo and Colnago claim that their bikes are the fastest in the world. Let's start with the climbing bikes, because these are the ones that you'll see on those crucial mountain stages where huge chunks of time can be won and lost. Weight is important because on mountain stages, grams matter. The old Cervélo R5 was one of the lightest race bikes ever made, and they've apparently made this new one even lighter. The Colnago Y1RS is no slouch either. It's Colnago's lightest ever production frame at 685 grams. And with the fork, you're looking at just over a kilo. Still, it's about 150 grams heavier than the R5, we reckon. So if you're chasing every last gram for climbing, the edge goes to Cervelo. In fact, both teams told me that they'd actually be adding weight to the bikes to bring them up to the UCI's 6.8 kilo weight limit. This is the job of the team mechanics, and they'll put lead weights inside the crank axles. For Vingegaard's Cervélo R5, around 300 grams will be added, which is maybe an indication that the UCI needs to revise a rule that has been around for 25 years. In my opinion, that is simply outdated. Now, the R5 used to be all about weight and stiffness, not aero, but Cervélo told me at the Tour that this has just changed a little bit for the new bike. That said, we don't have any details yet about the savings. I will be very interested to see what they are. The Colnago V5RS, though, we do have numbers. Colnago says that it cuts about 9 watts at 50 kph compared to the old bike. The frontal area is about 13% smaller, and it keeps its stiffness despite losing some weight. Now, obviously, 50 kilometers per hour is a speed only the pros ride at for any length of time. But if you're sprinting into headwinds or need a bike for every race day, that aero gain does matter. Pogačar also has new wheels in the form of these special Pro NV 4.5s. They're narrower than normal, and funnily enough, they now allow Pogačar to use the Continental TT tyres that he loves. Plus they have silver spokes and hubs, which just look incredible. Vingegaard, meanwhile, uses reserve wheels, which are from the kind of Cervelo family. He will likely use the lightest 34-37 combo, and his tyres are the wide version of Vittoria's Corsa Pro. As for the price, Cervelo haven't dropped the new R5 pricing yet, but its old Tour-ready spec was 11.5 grand. Meanwhile, the Colnago V5RS starts around 5.5 for the frame set, with the team build costing 10 grand. Aero bikes come with a load of speedy savings and some massive claims about how much faster they'll make you. And honestly, these are two of my favorite aero bikes right now. Starting with the Y1RS, this is Colnago's most aero road bike ever, and the designers got, let's just say, creative. Compared to the old V4RS, it saves around 20 watts at 50 kilometers per hour, shrinks frontal area by nearly 20%, and improves drag numbers across all your angles. I think for me, what this really says about the old bike is how slow it was. But hey. Cervelo's S5 is no slouch either. In fact, it's being called the fastest aero bike in the World Tour. Now, the newest version is apparently 6.3 watts faster than the previous S5, and the old S5 was already a very fast bike. Cervelo reworked the front end with a deeper head tube, cleaner cable routing, and an all-new one-piece cockpit. Even with deeper tube shapes, they managed to shave 124 grams from the total system weight. Jonas sets his bike up with a 1x drivetrain from SRAM, whereas it's a double Dura-Ace setup for Pogačar. But both bikes use some pretty wide tyres. The Slovenian's bike has brand new tyres from Continental. These are the Archetype, a 30mm only tyre from Continental that seem to be a kind of halfway house between the popular GP5000S TR and the TT tyres that Pogačar likes to use. His rim's internal width is now too wide for the TT tyres, which max out at 28mm wide. Again, Vingegaard opts for Vittoria's Pro tyres in their wide rim variety. A key tech trend can be found down here. Both riders have super short 165mm cranks, which a lot of riders have been using in the last few years. The benefits can be more comfort and better aerodynamics, but Vingegaard's team have said that short cranks can also result in a more even cadence when climbing. What I can tell you is that I have 165mm cranks and it hasn't made me very good at all. But maybe it's something that you want to copy at home. I have the Y1RS on the way in for testing and I cannot wait to get it in here. But I'd also love to swing a leg over the new S5. Hey, maybe we could even do a head-to-head review. But what about pricing? The Y1RS frame kit starts from around 6.3k, with Pogačar's build costing 15.7 grand. The S5 starts at 5.4k for the frame set, with the team build pushing 12.5 grand. Those prices are ridiculous to me. Let me know in the comments which one you would prefer to ride, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and hit the bell icon for more, because it really does help us to make these videos. And if you want more Tour de France videos, right here, go and click on it.